Let me show you how to load the bobbin into the 630 active payoff machine. First, push the bobbin below the tip cone. Align the bobbin with the fixing pin. Then rotate this handle. Ensure the tip cone hold onto the bobbin. The bobbin will be lifted off the ground. Tighten this screw to prevent the bobbin from loosening. Then we can start winding the wire. The head of the wire need to be come out from the inner side of the bobbin. This is the first will need to be winded. Turn on the switch of start after the wire is winded into the wheel. The payoff machine will automatically start working. Then pull the wire to the hub board. Thread all the wires here and converge the wires together. One wire corresponds to one hole of this board and one wheel. Then thread the wires through the hub board. One wire thread through the center hole the hub board. Next thread 6 wires through the 6 hole around the center hole. This is the stranding method of 1 plus 6. Then select a wire and pull it out, wrapping it around the meter wheel. It can record the length of this wire. All wires converge together and go through this hub mold. Then the wires will go through the wire inlet hole and all the wires will converge together. Finally the wires will enter the machine. The wire will thread through the machine and passing through this guide wheel. After coming out form this big guide wheel, the wire will go through this smaller guide wheel and all of the guide wheels on the stranding bow. After threaded through all the guide wheels on the stranding bow, the wire will go through the big guide wheel here. Then the wire will come out from this shaft. This is the place to install the pressing mold. The wire will wrap clockwise around the traction wheel for 5 turns. The wire come from the last round will go through counterclockwise another wheel. Then the wire will go through the inner meter counting wheel and this traversing guide wheel. Finally wrap around the bobbin. This is the complete process of threading. After the threading is finished, the worker need to check it to ensure all the wire are tightened. Then the worker need to walk out and close the door. This is the door switch. And the pallet also needs to be placed to the bottom. Then lock the door. Back to the display screen. This is the area where the display screen displays alarm information. For example, it will display where is not ready. This shows that the emergency stop button has been pressed. This is a bilingual version in both Chinese and English. As long as it is not displayed here and there are no faults, the machine can start. You can press the start button on the touch screen or the start button below to start the machine. This is the place to adjust the tension of wires. You can adjust it into different tension percentage according to the thickness of the wire. This is the traverse pitch adjustment. It can adjust the pitch of the traversing between each winding of the wire. You need to observe while turning on the machine and adjust it to the appropriate pitch. Normally, you can start the machine through this physical buttons. This is the stop button, jog button and emergency stop button. We have set up startup protection. Music will be played the first time you press the start button. The machine will only start when you press the run button after 3 seconds to prevent accidental pressing. Now the machine is start to work. You need to observe the pitch of traversing and adjust it. Then adjust the inner tension to ensure the wire is not loose. The wires do not need to be too tight or too loose. Workers need to observe the operation of the machine through observation windows when the machine is working. If there are any problems, please Please stop the machine in a timely manner and take action. Workers also need to check if the wires of the active payoff machine are going to used up, or it is necessary to stop the machine and change the bobbin. When it is found that the color of the wire is not good or there are any factors that affect the quality of the wire, it is necessary to change the bobbin. Then the worker need to check if there are any components that are detached or loose. Workers need to constantly patrol. Now I will show you how to reload the bobbin after the bobbin is full. First, pull the stranding bow to the horizontal position by your hand, until the green indicator light on the switch box lights up. The lifting device can only be operated when the green indicator light is on. Now let's take down the bobbin. Press the white button of lifting. Look below the bobbin. Pressing the button until the pallet is just close to bobbin. Then take the pneumatic tube here. Insert the pneumatic tube here. Open the switch here. The tip cone of the bobbin will automatically retract. The bobbin will fall onto the pallet. After all the tip cones have exited, hold the bobbin with your right hand and press the descent button with your left hand. The bobbin will automatically descend. Now the bobbin has been successfully removed. The method of loading the bobbin is opposite to the method of removing the bobbin. Lower the pallet to the bottom after the bobbin is loaded. Then open the air pressure switch of the tip cone. Make the tip cone extend. Then pull out the pneumatic tube and put it back in its original position. Finally, you can start the machine again.